Goo Gun spray gel. Does it really work? I don't know. We're going to find out. So, for months now, I've been hearing people tell me, that lettering on the side of the car looks stupid. It says Slaghammer. What's Slaghammer? Oh, you got Nazi swastika stuff on there. God, I know. All right, so listen. For the record, I was against this from before it ever went on the car. Literally before it ever went on the car. But for months, my opinion didn't matter when it came to anything to do with this car. So now it's time to get this off. Cringeworthy. I know. Cringeworthy. I didn't put it there. I didn't have a choice. I'm taking it off. So we tried the glue that was on here was something spectacular. I got to tell you. Whoever made the vinyl, who would put vinyl letters on a primed car? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right. So the glue on this stuff is over the top. And I tried acetone on the other side. I was okay, acetone will work. Nope, it laughed off acetone. I soaked it in gasoline. But I put paper towels over them, both sides, and I soaked it with gasoline. And that didn't help either. Nothing takes this glue off. So now we're trying Goo Gun. And a couple of viewers recommended Goo Gun. So there we go. Goo Gun. Cringe Gun. I love this car. So let me show you what we got going on here. Besides that, you guys remember this satellite? It's been on this channel a couple of times now. Actually, it started out on Dylan McCool's channel. I didn't realize until after we had done work on this car that it started, Dylan McCool actually started this project. And then Josh here, Josh here bought it from Dylan. And what happened now?
So pretty sure my front seal is leaking. Dylan had done a ton of work on the car, but it still wasn't quite roadworthy. So I dropped it off with Kiwi and I said, hey, go through it. I at least want it roadworthy, so make sure it's safe, right? And so that happened, and then I enjoyed it and was having fun with it. Of course, you saw it here. Uncle Tony worked on it a little bit with Kiwi.
Yeah, we gave it a tune-up, and we did other stuff to it too.
Plugs, tune-up. You adjusted the throttle linkage.
Yeah, just little odds and ends. And so now you have a transmission leak.
I do. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the front seal's leaking. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And so now we're back to try and drop that and do a rebuild on it.
Yes. So he's never done this before, and he was like, hey, do you want to pull the tranny, you want to do the tranny on my satellite? I'm like, no. No.
Yep.
I hate doing transmissions. I do them because I have to, but there's no voluntary way I will ever do a transmission. So I says, Josh, I'll tell you what, if you want to pull the thing out and pull it all apart and everything, then I'll help you, I'll walk you through the whole bit. So that's where we're at right now. And he's pulling the header off. So if you've never done a transmission on a big block Mopar in a B-body with headers, it's a nightmare. It's tight, everything, especially a 440. 440s are so much worse than 383s. You'd be amazed at what just that little 3/4 of an inch in width difference makes, but it does. So he's wrestling with the back bolt on the header right now. And but you have to take the header off to get the starter out, because the starter is cradled in the header. You can't even get to the starter bolts with the header bolted to the engine.
Yep.
So that's what he's working on now.
Yeah, and actually, while I was wrestling with this, I realized that our steering pump is actually got a collision with our headers. So
yes, at that point you've got to pull the one bolt off the bottom of the motor mount and jack the motor up to get the header out of there. Yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Well, that's what. See, now you're seeing now why when you said, do you want to do the tranny, I was like, no.
Nope.
Right, because the tranny is the easy part. It's getting to everything around it that's time consuming. So he thought he was going to get this done in a day. He's like, I can drop it off in the morning and we'll get it done during the day. I said, no, you're not going to drive this thing home There's no way that's going to happen. So this is going to be it for a couple of days. He's going to pull everything out now. He's working on that now. And then tomorrow we'll do a basic freshen up on it. I'll show you guys. So here's, oh, you got valve cover gaskets too.
Yeah.
So here's the kit. So it only came with one band?
That's the only band it came with. Yep.
So this is the kick down band. This is the one that goes at the front.
Yep. Yeah, I ordered that kit straight from Rock Auto.
Yeah, and then there's a low reverse band that isn't in here, but I don't think we're even going to bother with that, to tell you the truth. Because the thing with these torque flights is that you don't have to do all of this and pull the back of it apart to freshen it. All of the wear parts, the front and rear clutches, the pump, everything is in one assembly, really. So you don't have to take any of this out. You can actually lay the transmission over on its side, pull the valve body out, and then pull all of the service parts out the front. So that's what we're going to do with this. Of course, if you're doing a rebuild, he's just freshening this and fixing up leaks. But if you're doing a rebuild, then obviously all of this is going to come apart. But your transmission functions good.
She shifts strong. I have never had an issue getting into any gear.
Right.
It leaks when I'm driving. So
Yeah. So if he figured as long as they're going to do the front seal, take the transmission out, might as well change all the seals and the clutches and everything else. So we'll cover that in the next video. Yeah?
yeah.
All right. So you got much ground to cover yet.
Yeah, I should probably get back to work.
Yeah, get back to work. All right. And one other thing I want to show you guys. So we did that battery video. We did the battery revival video last year, right? We did it on New Year's Day. It got a lot of views. It still gets a lot of views. But there's always comments. There has to be 200 comments on that video saying, well, you should have tested it beforehand. How do we know that it actually did anything? Did that battery even live, right? So that battery did live. As far as I know, it's still alive. I gave it to John Wilburn, and as far as I know, it's still out there in the world someplace doing its thing. But I have a candidate here. So I've got this one here, which we've tested. It's been dead for 10 years. It's absolute zero, nothing, right? So we had so many people who were like, you should have proved that it was dead when you started the video. I didn't think I had to prove that. Like, why would I make that up? It was a dead battery. But this time, we'll actually throw the load tester on here. I put the load tester on it already. Dead. Nobody home. So this is the perfect candidate to see if this is going to actually work. And then what we'll do is we'll monitor it. We'll check in on it every week or two. And just during the course of whatever video we're doing, we'll give you the battery update. Because a lot of people did follow this, and it is useful. Have you priced batteries lately? You know, a battery that was like $75, $100 last year is like $200, $250 now. And some of them you can't even get. So with the way the world is going right now, something like being able to rejuvenate old batteries is getting more and more important. So, but that's what we're going to do with this. But now let's check on the progress of our glue gun. I didn't read the instructions. It just but let's see. It's been on there for I don't know, about 10 minutes now. Let's see. No, it's still. Hang on. Glue gun. No, like this is. Anyway, you're saying, well, that's just an outline of it, but no, that's actually on there. I'm literally gonna have to sand this stuff off. No, you can hear when I run my fingers over it. Well, Goo Gone doesn't work. Like a lot of things, the lettering on this car is the gift that keeps on giving. I'll see you tomorrow. Goo Gone my ass. Try some good old-fashioned gasoline on here. Oh, that's better. Look at how much glue is on this. There you go. Much, much better than new. The lack of cringe is definitely appreciable here.